Feeling sensational today. Happy Monday. Welcome back. Welcome back for another daily service. I am so excited. Getting us live everywhere. What's up, Instagram? Hello, welcome to the Porte. Super excited. It is Monday, March 23rd, right? 21st, yes. My days are off. It's right here in my face. It's actually one of my best friend's birthdays. So shout out to you. Happy birthday, San. This is a fabulous day for so many reasons. I'm like, is this dirty in here? It's full of dirty. So I'm super excited to have this conversation. I feel like it's very relevant now for many of us. And so it's going to be good. We're going to be talking about not just attracting money, but holding on to it. So Alexa, off. You know what I just realized? My YouTube is still rolling. So this is going to be great. Another day of daily service. Like I said, it's Monday. It's a beautiful day to be here, to be up, to be moving. And we are going to be talking about, honey, you don't just attract money. It's about holding on to it. And the funny part about it is, for all of my people that struggle with savings, when I say we, please understand it's not just you. I have these same experiences. And knowing that there's nothing wrong with you, we're going to talk more about it. So this week, we're going to be talking about what happens after you receive the money. That's what we're going to be talking about this week. After you receive the abundance, after you receive the blessing, after you receive the love. Whatever it is that you are attracting right now, that afterness of it all, the holding effect of it all matters. And that's why they say to be a good steward, right? To be a good steward of your money, but also to be a good steward of the love, to be a good steward of the friendships, right? We have to remember that no matter whatever it is that we are asking for, that we are claiming and deciding that is ours, we have to be a certain way after to hold on to it longer. So, we've talked a lot in this last week about attracting, achieving, receiving, being the woman, deciding, knowing it's already yours, being in the embodiment of it, becoming, right? But what happens once you receive it? Many of us, I know for me, when I was like, let me get out here and start this little business of mine. Let me go out here and get started. And then once I got started, it was like, whoa, there's a lot on the after that I have to be a good steward of, that I have to keep showing up. You see, I love talking about this, and I love my 9-to-5ers that are on the fence. You're on the fence, you have your side hustle, and you got your business going. And the reason I'm going to call it a side hustle and not fully a business is because there's this sense of split focus, right? And I know this to be true because I was living it. It was a sense of split focus. And so I wasn't giving the business all of me. I was giving the business whatever I had left. Hello, somebody. Okay. I was giving the business whatever I kind of could in the moment. And what ended up happening is that split focus kept me from allowing my business to be at the 100% that I needed it to be in order to leave, right? You hear that? Like, oftentimes, I'm waiting for my business to make the amount of money that I need it to make before I can leave my 9-to-5. Oftentimes, Hunty, we must leap before we ever see the business get to the amount that you want. And that initial leap that you take has everything to do with, oh my gosh, I'm doing this scared. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it anyway. And now you have to become a good steward of the item in which you leaped for. So when we're attracting the things that we want, there's things that have to change within us in order to hold on to it. And that's what I've been learning more than anything is just the holding effect. How can I hold on to this and for longer? But how do I do that? I do that by literally being the woman who can receive it. That becoming still matters in this moment. You don't drop her once you receive, oh, whoo, now I got what I wanted. I can go back to being how I always been. No, ma'am. No, sir. I got my little lights ain't on. Hey. No, we're not doing that, right? We have to shift. Oh, dropping stuff. We have to shift our identity, shift our reality, and stay in it to hold on to it. That's why they say a lot of lotto winners, they lose the money like this. Why? Because they may have believed in the moment to attract the winning numbers. But once they've gotten the money, it's like, oh, woo, I ain't got to do that no more. Let me go back to how I've always been. And the money's flying out their hands. And so this is what we're going to be talking about here today, right? Because when that happens, when you aren't energetically still at being who the person is, like let's say I'm attracting, $1 million. If I stop behaving and acting and emotionally wandering around as a millionaire, once I get the millions, it's going to go and I'm going to be back to being a thousandaire. Right? So you spend it quickly. Sometimes we feel guilty having it. Have you ever gotten a lot of money and you feel like I didn't work for this? I ain't do nothing to earn all of this. And you feel guilty having the money. So all of a sudden you find yourself giving it to anybody and everybody. Man, I got stories up the wazoo about this. There's a woman that I used to basically, long story short, y'all know I worked for the government and I was working inside Social Security, and I was in the SSI department. So basically meaning it's a needs-based program. And you can disagree with me or agree with me, but like if you're in a needs-based program, whatever the situation may be, we're there by mindset's sake, right? And so with her being in this sense of a program by mindset's sake, she used to love to go to the casinos and gamble. And she went to the casino and she hit big, like big, like so big, but didn't report it to us, to Social Security, not us, those people, them people. Didn't report it to them people. And that's a big no-no. If you don't report it, that's a big no-no. They're going to come and get your money. Okay. And so she won all this money and she had to report to me how she spent it. It's funny because now that I think back on it, it's like, wow, that was crazy money mindset stuff. So she had to report to me how she spent this $100-something thousand. And she literally gave most of that money away. I think that only one of the things that she did was buy something for herself, but the rest of the money she gave away. She was throwing funerals for friends. Like her friends couldn't pay for the funerals, so she was paying for the funerals. She could not hold on to that money. And so I'm sitting here asking her, like, oh my God, like what? She was tithing at every church. I think she gave every church some money. Every church got a little bit of that winnings, okay? And it was a fact that I think she felt guilty for having it. And it was this here, take it. Everybody take it but me. Right? So when we don't get into our mindset that we can want to receive all we want. Yeah, I want it. Yeah, it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. But if you're in your mindset, you're not thinking, I deserve to keep this. It will all go away. Right? We begin to downplay the money. Oh, it ain't that serious. It ain't that much. Have you ever seen somebody who won some money or got some money? Oh, it's okay. It's whatever. I could have won the bigger one, right? Like especially my scratchers and my lotto player, when you win like 5,000, yeah, but I was going for the million. That money, I say this all the time, and as a money mindset coach, I mean this deeply, wholly, fully. We got to treat money like it's our lover. Treat it like it's your lover. Sometimes they didn't sustain it. That's right, Priceless Keys. Welcome back, my baby. They didn't sustain it. But treat money like your lover. If you start to downplay money or so for me, right, I was going to go pull some money out of my savings. for something that I have coming up here. There's a lot of good stuff coming up here for you guys. I'm excited. But I was going to go pull some money out of my savings. And I was going to say, I hate to do this. Like in my mind, my first thought was, oh, I hate doing this. And it was like, dang, Jack, like that's a terrible way to think, right? It's better and easier to say, you know what? I love the fact that I have this beautiful savings account where I could just go pull some money from and it can, elevate me in my business, right? Treat money like your lover. Would your lover be happy if you're like, well, I hate to spend time with you, but I guess I will. I hate to go on a date with you, but I guess I'll go on a little funky date with you today. No, your lover would be like, excuse me? You better act like you want to spend time with me. So downplaying the fact that you won some money, or downplaying, like when you downplay money, just think of money like a lover. Your lover is not gonna like that. Like, she don't even like me. Why don't we just pack our stuff and go? We ain't got to come back here no more. She don't even like me, okay? But I want to remind us, when we downplay the money we get, or we downplay, like, even if it's your job, you're on your job, you're like, I don't even want this little funky check. I dare you to run around here without that little funky check. You might as well start creating a new source of income, but and so you can not worry about the funky check, but don't downplay your money. Quit talking bad about your money. You be mad if somebody was talking bad about you like that. I guess I'll go over here to her little funky thing. So we have to remember, when you treat money like a lover, money is going to respond to you like a lover will, right? Y'all got to bear with me. Anybody who knows me, I'm a little raunchy. I try not to be as much here on these lives, but y'all about to start getting the full me, all the way me. And so oh my God, there is this sweater that I saw, and it says, when treated well, I do more gagging and less nagging, right? And I was like, this is awesome, okay? Money feels the same thing. When treated well, I will do more coming in, flowing into you on expected and unexpected paths you and never thought about, things, opportunities, situations, people, and places. You're going to have everything that you want. Money is on its way. Okay, more gagging, less nagging. So be nice to money. Treat money like your lover. Treat money like your friend. Treat money like something that you know is going to come back. Don't be the nagging girlfriend like, where you going? Well, why are you going over there? Well, I just want to spend some time with you. Stop. Money as a lover. See what that does for you. I promise you, it'll change your whole world. Okay. And a lot of the times when we haven't gotten ourselves mentally ready and in the capacity to hold more, we lose it just as fast as it came in. Right? All of a sudden, here comes a big bill. Oh, Lord. I need new tires. Oh, Lord. My brakes done broke down. Oh, Lord. Somebody hit me. Right? So we must remember that we have to be in the capacity here to hold it. If I say I'm a millionaire, and then I get my millions, and then I'm like, all right, bet. And I stop thinking, feeling, and behaving, I will lose it just as fast. I really will. I didn't seen it. So I stay in the embodiment of who I'm on my way to becoming. Once I receive it, I still have to be and behave as the woman that I said I will be when I receive it. So what does that mean for me? I'm a millionaire. I'm going to sit in this millionaire attitude, millionaire persona, and I need to know, once she gets the money, how does she get to play with it? How does she get to enjoy it? How much is she putting aside? How much is she investing? What is she doing? Right? I would mentally already be a good steward of the money. Because if I have no plans and no intentions for my money, guess what it's going to do? Right out my hands. And none of it sticks. It's crazy because I did this recently. You know, I know that I was in an accident, and so there's a settlement coming, blah, 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 right? And I thought to myself, okay, you know, I want to be a good steward. My millionaire self would be a good steward over the money. We're going to be a good steward. And so I went and I sat down and I wrote out what I was going to do and my intentions, right? Now, I don't just do this like, oh, I'm going to write this down like this. No, I do this in a very poetic way. The other day, I think I even came here and told you guys I wrote a Dear Money letter. And I wrote a Dear Money letter instead of saying, I'm sorry. It was a Dear Money letter saying, thank you. Thank you, money. It was a gratitude letter to money. And I wrote down all the ways in which money helped me from this amount that I am expecting to come in. And I said, thank you for this. Thank you for that. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Thank you for this in the savings, right? And I wrote it all down and I expressed my gratitude to money. And just again, think about money as your lover. If we're going to do that, money's like, oh, I like her. She always being grateful. And she used me a little bit. We get to play, go a few little places. And then a part of me, she kind of puts up for a little bit, but then we get to come out and play again. Like, I like hanging out with her. She a good time. She a good time. Because if you can't hold it, like if you can't hold on to the money, we recreate the same cycle. That's why we have that living paycheck to paycheck mentality. You can call it a situation, but it's a mentality. Right? I was in it. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that I'm like, you bad. No, honey, me too. I was in it. I was in it so heavy. And it's a paycheck to paycheck mentality. We have to switch out of that mentality into one of abundance, into one of more. Money as a lover, good steward of money. Yes, priceless key. Put the money plans in place. Yes, cultivating a beautiful relationship with money. Yes. Think about it. When you're dating, for all us women and men, y'all can go ahead and say what you want, but y'all want a woman to be intentional about you too. You do. You want a woman to be intentional about you too, or a man to be intentional about you, or for us women, a woman to be intentional about us, or a man to be intentional about us. We want someone to be intentional about us. Whoever is the human that we attract, we want them to be intentional. We want them to say, you know, one of my favorite songs is Daydreaming, and I'm thinking of you. But she says, you know, I want to go where he wants me and wherever he needs me. Like, it's just this whole part of, I want to go wherever he going to take me. That's where I want to go. Because he has an intention for me. He knows what he's going to do with me. Money wants the same things. Money loves your intention. It wants to know, you know what you're going to do with it. You know how you're going to play with it. You know how you're going to enjoy it. You know how you're going to give to others with it, serve communities with it. Money's like, hey, she got plans for me. She want to take me out. Let me go put my best foot on. Okay. So we must be intentional. Otherwise, we keep repeating the same cycle. I promise you. That's why I love people, the budgeters, people who are like budgeting queens and kings. And, you know, it's funny for me to say that. I would say that, like, I love people who budget. It also makes me very uncomfortable budgeting, but it's also something I love because it is very intentional with your money. It's very intentional. I just don't like the budgeting from the point of something going wrong. Like when we get to the point where I'm going to put my money into this, and we're only counting this as our money, then what ends up happening is, again, that same cycle. You're always going to have the same money, same this, same that. We can get out of debt. I love the getting out of debt. I think getting out of debt is beautiful. I met a money woman the other day, and she has so many beautiful things that she does with budgeting and money. I think it's awesome. Okay. But I also am very intentional on the creation of the more. And so I want to say that. I want to just caveat, like, yes, I love it. Budget, know what you're going to do with your money. It is great, but also keep your mindset open for the more, for the expansion, for the abundance. Because if I keep budgeting from this amount, I'm always going to continue to have this amount. But when I begin to let my mind play with the more, you see, you want to still budget? That's bomb. But I dare you to, right? Old school on you. I triple dog dare you, but I dare you to, you know, think about the amount of money that you want Think about the amount of money that would bring you the financial freedom. Because remember, it is not about the money, it's about the freedom. So think about the money that you want, and then go ahead and take that and budget it out for the month and see where that puts you and see how that makes you feel. That right there is powerful. Absolutely powerful. Okay. Got to go into a meeting. Have an amazing rest of the day. Thank you for the perspective shift this morning. Yes, my sis Keys. Love you, boo. But it's up to us. It's up to us to 1000% expand our thought processes on money, but yet be intentional. Tell money, I know what I'm gonna do with you. Shoo, get up in here and see. Fuck around and find out, money. I got good plans for you. Okay. So wealth is not just about attraction, it's about your capacity to hold it. I've attracted, let me tell y'all, I told y'all the story about me attracting having a $20,000 win on The Price is Right. And the craziest part about that win was the fact that I really needed the money. And so once we got it, we throwing money everywhere. And so as soon as I got it, I lost it just as fast. And the reason I even say this part, because that's the funny part. I love talking about the win, but oftentimes I never really talked about the capacity. We lost it just as fast, paid bills, did this, and it was gone. It was gone so quick. It was a good feeling for a while, but it was gone really quick. And it was because I mentally, once we won the money, honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I won the money in February and I didn't get it until June. So like there was a lot of emotional things that I was creating in the midst. I had went back to my old ways. I created the money, I created the opportunity, but I went back to the old ways until the money showed up. And then once the money showed up, again, lost it just as quickly. It was a capacity issue. I couldn't hold on to it because I mentally was still the woman who needed the $20,000. Okay. Your nervous system determines how much you can hold. And my nervous system went bananas while I waited. My nervous system was like, where's that? Where's it at? Oh my God. Oh, I'm just waiting because I had to wait till the show to air. So, this is how we're moving. We get to decide. Our nervous systems are deciding what we can hold, what we can attract, and how long we can keep it. So it's always important to regulate our nervous system, to stay within a sense of a knowing. Like I said, once you become that millionaire, that I'm a millionaire, once you become it, we got to hang out there and not go back. Okay. Then we begin to be able to hold the money. So this is why I can move the way I wait. This is why I can move. So, oh, okay. But this is why we need to move the way that we're meant to move. Stay the millionaire, stay the embodied version of yourself. Keep going in that direction. And everything, sorry, my daughter is right here. I'm like, squirrel. And everything, you'll be able to hold everything that you truly desire to hold. Okay. It's available for you to hold. You are allowed to have it, not in a hoarding kind of way, but in a, hey, this is what I get to do with it. And in a freedom kind of way. But our capacity starts within us. Okay. So y'all know we have an activation. So I want you to just ask yourself, do I feel safe having more money? And see, here's the deal. We got a lot going on in the world right now. A lot going on in the world. Politics with all the things, and it's making people who make a lot of money look really, really bad. Okay. And oftentimes when we see stuff like that, it makes us feel less safe with money because it's like the thoughts that they're out to get us and everything is affecting the consumer. It's true. I went in to buy a soda the other day from an A&W and yesterday, and it was $4 and it was and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like the inflation on everything is so real. So it does impact us as consumers. And especially when we keep hearing it over and over and over and over again on the news that we're being impacted as consumers. So it makes holding money feel a lot less, like a lot less safe because there's always a threat of it leaving. See, think about it like that, right? If there's always this threat of gas prices are high, look, let me tell y'all, funny. I love all of you guys in other states complaining about spending $50, $60 to fill up your gas tank. I sympathize with you and feel bad for you. But what I will say is in California, it's been like this for us. Matter of fact, they didn't just took the prices up to $6. There was a city in my area, prices were up to $8. Okay. Like, yes, we get it. Like gas prices are bananas. And so again, that makes all of us feel less and less safe to receive more money. And I completely understand. So now we have to look at it. Do I feel safe having more? And if your answer is no, there is this energetic work that we begin to do in our mind that help us feel safe receiving more. Because at this point, we all deserve and need more, right? Especially with the way everything is going. More coming into us, fabulous. But we can't receive more when we're mad at the big guys for having as much as they have. We can't receive more when we're so focused on, as a consumer, everything is affecting me and I'm just so impacted. Our nervous system is not in safety mode, it's in fight or flight. Right now, for most of us, fight. So our systems have to relax. And in order to relax our nervous systems, it just looks like you taking care of you, you loving on you, you reminding yourself, thank you, Rochelle. You reminding yourself that you are worthy of more, you are deserving of more, and you have the capacity to hold it. Okay. So comment, I can hold more. I can hold more. I am worthy of more. I am enough for more. I deserve more. And your nervous system will be like, bet we do. Okay. Let's get it. Because you do. Tell it like it is, sweetie. Because you do. My mom just commented. But again, it's about capacity. It's about capacity. We are attracting constantly. Remember, like I said earlier, money is your lover. Treat money like your lover. Yes, Rochelle, I can hold more. Treat money like your lover. Say, I got you. You're welcome here. It's a great place for you to hang out. There's a party over here with me. You deserve it over here. You're worthy to hang with me, right? I want money to walk in the room and see a whole bunch of people and say, I want her. And I'm like, I'm here, buddy. I'm here. So it's up to us to hold the capacity, and you are deserving. Just know that in your body more so than anything else. Okay. So, with all of that being said, this is the work we do inside the Manifest That Shit Society. So, crazy work. Y'all wouldn't even believe half the stuff that's been popping off with me recently, but I have been doing a lot of work within as well. And so that means that opportunities and ideas and everything just flow to me on a very easy, beautiful way. I was already in the works on creating an app, and I've actually had 3 or 4 people tell me like, well, why don't you just start the membership now? And I was like, oh my God, okay, I will. Well, this weekend, because of all the energetic work I've been doing in my mind, of course, the membership just appeared and worked itself out. And now it's this beautiful, blooming thing that I'm obsessed with. But I want to offer everyone a way in. Yes, I come live every day. You get about 30 minutes, sometimes 45 when I'm on a good one. But there is a place for you to go where we can really, really talk about this and shift your mindset, shift your thoughts, shift the way that you think, shift the way that you feel, so you can attract the freedom, so you can attract the money, so you can attract the love, so you can attract the businesses that you deserve. But the thing about it is, it's consistent work. It's not something that we do today and then it's gone tomorrow. That's what we're just talking about right now. This embodiment is something that we do consistently every day. Why? Because the more that we shift our energy inside, what happens? Our outer world changes. And the more of us that shift inside, we can change what's going on right now in society. You see, oftentimes I don't think that people understand that we are being hypnotized on a constant basis. And that's what I was saying about in the news is telling you, the consumers are getting hit the most. The consumers are getting hit the most. It's making us all feel very unsafe right now. Come join a different society where we actually manifest that shit. We change our inner energy on the inside so our outer world can change. I want us all to collectively change in here so all of this out here will change. And especially my women. We are abundant, magical creatures, and we impress upon the children, we impress upon the people around us. And so the more that we change our inner world, everything else around us will begin to change. And I'm ready to see the change. The more that we think of the oligarchy and all the other issues and the problems, the more that this is going to remain our issues and our problems. So inside the Manifest That Shit Society, it's not something you just join. It's a space where women decide to live at a different standard. At a different standard. It no longer has to be like this for us. Let's create a different reality. Come on and join me inside the Manifest That Shit Society. If you want more information, let your girl know. Slide into my DMs. Comment below, but let me know. Comment manifest below. Let me know. Let's get you into the society. It's a beautiful place to be. It's a community where we cheer each other on. We manifest in a big way. You get energetic work. You get me coming live. You can ask me questions. Everything. It's a place for you to go to truly manifest. And we don't do it alone. We do it together. All right. Imagine somebody else hearing what you want to manifest. And she like, bad queen, I see you. And they visualize it with you. My son does that to me all the time. I'm like, Elijah, I'm doing this. All of a sudden he'll be like, oh yeah, mom, I see it. Ooh. That's what you call co-creation, baby. So join us inside the society. It is amazing. I got the information for you because Manifest That Shit is actually closed. My container, the program, the cohort 1 is already in effect. We are in there doing big things. It's been beautiful. So inside the society, you actually get our lives every week because I go live with them every week. But they're in Zoom, and then the live is inside the community for you. But there'll be so many things, meditations, EFT tappings. Let's get to it. All right. So just know that I love each and every one of you. I see your magic. I know that you're fabulous, and I'm ready to manifest with you. Okay. Let's get to it. Oh, who joined? Nicolette. Hey, Nicolette, my girl. Okay. So I love y'all so much. We will be back tomorrow for another daily service right here live. I can hold more. Yes. Thank you, Mom. We'll be back for another daily service live. I'm super, super excited for all of this. And also just stay tuned for more. So much more is coming from me. Different ways for you to manifest, different ways for you to create, different ways for you to receive and hold. Okay. I love y'all. I'm going to see you again tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for daily service right here. Okay. See you. Bye.